Hi guys, so I do have a haul to show you some new things that I just picked up that are going to be available, I guess. Well, they're already available, obviously that's why I have them. But they're going to be featured on the 28th through HSN. These are things that I bought. But I just want to show you, I just redid this area of my craft room. It's right in front of the front window of the house here. And I had a computer here that I hardly ever use. And I'm like, why do I have this? So I brought the computer up to my bedroom where I have another desk that didn't have anything. It was just there, my old desk that had a hutch and everything. It's just up there, so I put it up there, and then I figured this is a good spot to put my machines. So all the machines, and actually, to be honest, when I took a picture of it for Instagram, I had to remove this guy because he's old and, you know, green. So I had 3 cuddle bugs. I sold one, but so I have my Griffin Empress. I don't know if you can see with the plate sitting on top there. The cuddle bug, Big Shot, which I never use, and then my Gemini with the large Gemini and the Go and the foil press, and the cords that go to them are kind of hanging out the back. What I figured is maybe I'm going to get rid of the Big Shot too, just so that I can actually use the surface to cut on, so I don't have to like find somewhere else to put these when I go to use them, which would be very helpful. And then my Gemini, I'll just put this here. This is the giveaway prizes. I just put them in a bag so I keep it all together. I always keep my Gemini Junior and now the Anna Griffin Empress on my desk where I actually do the work, my counter over here, which I'm going to pan over because I've been cleaning up my room, but it's not that great yet. It's a little messy, so I'm just going to go over the top of everything. And you can see my Junior there. So this is where I film, and I always keep this thing face straight down, basically. And then my Mini is over here with some stuff that shouldn't be on there, but there she is. And then I have some little washies and other things sitting here. And just doing a lot of different work here. So I have that little pad that I just got from Diamond Press, so thank you again to them for having sent that. It came with that larger kit. And like I said, I've been like, oh, okay, so I move things around now, so things are a little bit odd. This normally isn't here. I just was going to do a compendium thing because, to be honest, I think it should be here today. The auto ship for the card making compendium, which I have way up here on top, way up there. I think the auto ship came in today, or it's going to come in today. It's not here with these things now that I realize. Bummer. I guess I'll do a video by itself because I'm not even sure what I'm going to review in this video, but I just want to show you some few things. So I am going to take this out of the box once I decide, obviously, to keep it. We only have until January 31st to return anything we bought since October, and so I'm probably going to keep it, even though I could get a better price for it now on a Crafter's Companion, but it's okay. So I'm going to unbox that or take everything out and just leave it here too. So it'll be here with my Diamond Press, which is obviously a little bit smaller. But yeah, I'm just slowly but surely, like, I just did not have any space here by my legs anymore, like, to walk through here, and I was like, this is getting ridiculous. So, like, right now that bag just has Miranda's Valentine's, so that's going to be gone once I make the goodie bags. That's all, again, just Valentine stuff, so those will be gone. I do have a tub with yarn, which I might just keep there, because it's not horribly in the way, it's just, you know. But there's just things like this, like that box is just full of Crafter's Companion stuff that I need to find a home for. And then next to it, basically also, is just a bunch of things. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. I need to get that stuff off the floor. So I'll be working on that. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with having done my table and having a nice space to actually see all of my machines there. So pretty cool. And then over here, let me just show you again. Wrap it around here. I try to keep this neat because you can see this from my... if I'm sitting like in the living room where I have people over, they can see that. So I try to keep it nice and neat. But here's where I have just basically... Oh, I have this cute little close to my heart chicken wire thing. I just have some pictures in, but my tricolor, tri-blend markers, other aqua markers, just any of the little markers that go there. But I had a ton of this paper. It's all Crafter's Companion paper, just like on the floor. So I had to find a space for it. Obviously, I'm not done cleaning because I have like other little random things. But that's probably where that will stay. That way I can access it quicker. And once I start running out of it or getting lower supplies of that, I will put those things in my origami cart. Oh, by the way, I saw origami carts at... Tuesday morning when I went last week, and I totally forgot to mention it. And also, they were only like $49 for like a good, the one that you could probably put your Cricut on, the one that's a little bit longer, and you can fold it in half if you wanted, so it's smaller but deeper. So I was like, that's pretty cool. So hopefully, if you're interested in that, you can find one there. And these are all my Aqua Blend and what's the other one called? Color Blend pencils. So I might find a better spot for them, but for right now that's good because it's mostly markers and things here. And then there's my kitchen. See, that's what it's hard to describe it for like when I'm here, my kitchen's like right here, my cooking surface, which hopefully isn't too messy. Yeah, I'm not gonna peek in there too much, is right here. And then there's a vent and a microwave up on top. And anyway, I've already did a video on the kitchen, but that's kind of where I'm at. So that's all here. I have this little walkway, and then we have the living area. So that's why I have to kind of keep this looking neat, because I don't want people to just see this a big mess when they visit. They don't have to come in here, but they, you know, might see a big mess there. Anyway, so let's get to the haul. It's basically stuff that I jumped the gun on and ordered early, right? So let's get to it. So, okay, so I reviewed this, and it already has like 1,500 reviews, almost 1,500 views of the Diamond Press Celebrations binder and stamp kit, or stamp and binder kit, that I reviewed recently. It is adorable. I really love it. You know, I don't have enough good things to say about it. You know, like I said, in my old channel, I used to review things, and some things I got real excited about. I think you can tell in my voice if something's like, or something's just nice, or if maybe, it's not quite the kind of thing I use, right? So this was adorable, and because of that, I went ahead and bought the cutting dies. Whenever people let me like review things, or if they ask me if I want to do this or that, I don't feel comfortable asking them for things like, oh yeah, that'd be great, but make sure to send in those dies too, you know? So I went ahead and purchased the dies myself on Home Shopping Network. It was basically free shipping, and some of these things were already on sale, or the price was already reduced. So I always like to, if I have a free shipping coupon even before the craft day, I definitely try to use it, because why not, right? If something's full price, I'll still wait, because a lot of times they do reduce the price on the actual crafting days. So this set is the DP Celebration dies. It says upsell right on there. To cut the shapes out, right? So, you know, I had that banner on the card. Let me see if I can get that again. And I told you guys I cut it out by hand, but if you have the dies, you can cut it out, right? So there's the die, and it'll run right through your little diamond press machine, and all the little dies to go with it. I think these right now are like $17.95, something. You know what? Don't quote me on it. I'm not sure, but you know what? Maybe they're better price perhaps, because I know they said they're going to sell like a bigger kit. So it's that kit plus the dies or something. It seems like that's what they said. So I bought this separately though. So I have a feeling you might have to buy them separately, because why would they have a separate thing? Who's just going to buy those, right? I don't know. Or maybe somebody just wants the stamps. They do have an auto ship, and you guys saw it in the review. I love it. So that's what I was saying. Like, I might have to buy it again so I can get in the auto ship. Like, I don't know. But Diamond Press, thank you. They're so sweet. I, you know, sent them the link to the video I made, and they offered to continue working with me, basically, if I'd like to make more videos. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm always buying their stuff. Like, why wouldn't I? So thank you so much. I told them, you know. And so I think they said they have another show coming up in March, so they'll send a few things over before then. So that's really nice. Oh, this is the foliage sets with sentiment stamps. So I ended up buying a few of their things because, again, the free shipping, and these are things I had my eyes on, and so when they became available on HSN, I went ahead and picked them up. I thought these were so pretty because they're the size of them. So this is a foliage die cut set, so I don't know if you can see like the different little pieces, and then the examples they had using it were really pretty, really adorable. And on this one I would say it's more pretty because I like some designs are more fun and playful, and some are just like really nice. So it has a bunch of different words, you know, happy thoughts, heartfelt sympathy, and their stamps are acrylic unless stated otherwise. Remember, I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, you know, that's a good question, but I hadn't asked the question, so I asked them about that now, and they are acrylic. Again, most of the things, items are pretty well priced, and then they always come with a set of cutting folders for your diamond press. If you have a diamond press, you can run these through any machine though, any die cutting machine. Okay, so, well, obviously the manual and electronic ones, not a Cricut like die cutting machine, but you know what I mean, right? The kind that take metal dies. So that's that. I thought that was really pretty, so I ran to grab that. I got the alphabet heart cutting dies. This is so cute, you guys. I have a few of their alphabets. I have one that's like you're supposed to string them together, and I think I have a holiday one. But this one I'm definitely going to try out for you guys. Look, it's a pretty good size. I would say these are, well, I'm not going to say they are. I'm going to measure them for you. Just over an inch long, about 1.25 inches. At least the Y is, and it's just over an inch wide. The die itself, so the cut is probably a little bit smaller than that. So again, you have all your little letters and numbers, and then it comes with the folders, the cutting folders. They always include a set of cutting folders in there. And they have these little hearts that cut out. So the letter will have the cute little hearts cut out of each one. I think that's really cute. So I was looking forward to those, and I grabbed them, and here they are. And then I'm gonna put this to the side. I keep all my diamond press stuff together. I have like a little basket and a little area that way. I don't know why, I just like to keep them together. These are the Griffin Perfect Pop-Up Flower Dies. Now, I don't really know what these are about. I just saw it and I saw they were reduced. I'm like, I might as well grab them so I can start making reviews. So, let's see. I might even do that one today because, yeah, maybe I'll do this one today in this video. So, it's these pretty big dies. I don't know if you can see someone as big as my hand. And then they have different layers to make these guys here. And I only have one other thing to show you, which is the Lily collection, the new collection from Crafter's Companion. When I was in the chat the other day and one of, I think the sneak peek video that they did, a lot of people were saying that they bought theirs with the 20% off coupon that HSN offered. So that's how they got it, which is great because it's already on sale for $89.95 and you get another basically 18 bucks, 17 something off with the 20% off coupon. But obviously they're not offering the coupon right now. It's over with. So it's to make these kind of flowers here. Now, I don't know, I guess, is that the middle of the card? I have no idea. I didn't see any of Anna Griffin's sneak peeks. Usually I watch all her videos and just kind of keep an eye out for what it is that I want to get. But, yeah, that's interesting. Open the flower, fold in half again along the score line of the flower. So the card base, open the flower in here. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, it's the middle of the card, so it'll go on the inside. So yeah, we'll try this one out today because all I have to do is cut the layers. I think that'll be kind of quick. So we'll try that one out in this video, and then I'll do, obviously, reviews of other things in other videos. And this is the Lily kit. I didn't know what was in here. I just saw that there was a kit available, and I threw it in my cart, and I bought it. I didn't even look. Like, I didn't even see the words, because I don't know, I like Crafter's Companions collections. So it looked flowery, so I'm like, yeah, sure, that's my thing, you know. So here we have fancy butterflies. They're two dies. They don't nest on top of each other. Two totally different butterflies. Hopefully you can see that. Really pretty. It is called Fancy Butterflies. And this is another die. It's called Ornate Frame and Corner. And so it has a frame and a corner. So you can see it's a good size frame. It looks like it's a square. 5.2 inches, so like 5.25 inch square plus the thing here. And these guys are kind of smallish. I don't know, I mean, they're good size. Okay, so what's cool about this one is, now that I saw Sarah pointing out whatever it is, it's the beautiful lilies. And again, I have other dies and stamps that are pretty much just like this, especially from like Heartfelt Creations from back in the day, or even some Sarah's. She has something similar, but this one's supposed to be for the Lily collection. So we have the stamps and we have the dies, and basically the same dies will cut the same stamps, even though some look like leaves and some look like the flower, right? So that's a good use of those. This is really pretty. I like the packaging on this, to be honest. The plastic one, you know why? Because I always keep them like this anyway. So the plastic packaging is kind of, it's okay, but I like this because you can open this up and then always have somewhere to put it and have ideas already on there. That's why I don't get rid of the plastic packaging, to be honest, because I'm like, I want to know what that's supposed to look like or when I use it, you know, so I have some ideas. So this is Decadent Lilies, and it is a 3D embossing folder. So again, I'll review these things in a separate video. This is Words of Love and Thinking of You, Best Wishes, Feel Better Soon. It's all the same, you know, kind of everyday sentiments. This is pretty, a large background stamp. Basically, it's called Classic Script, which we can never have too many script stamps, in my opinion. And this is a nice size, 4.1 by 5.8 inches, so it's a good card front stamp. This is a metal die. It says lace border, and it's pretty thick, and the way they are showing is to use like on the top and the bottom of your card. And then this thing is interesting because this is stamps and dies that you'd be like, what am I gonna do with this? Because if you look at it otherwise, you know what I'm saying, like, what do you really like, oh, this is interesting, but you're supposed to pair it up with those stamps that I just showed you, these guys. So even though you can make its own little flower like this, if you add it to this, all you're going to do is curl around some of those lilies, and then this whole thing is this piece that goes right in there, and so you wrap it around, and it makes like a lily, a calla lily, which are some of my favorite flowers, so I think that's really cool. This is With Love and Congratulations. Those are so cool. Oh, well, I'll have to do a review. Oh, I don't know. The diamond press one. What I was going to say is the dies that go along. Sorry. It just reminded me. There was one on here that I really wanted to point out because it was so cute. This one. It says Happy Birthday to You. And it cuts out the whole thing in your diamond press. Like, just like that. And it's really cute and like delicate, you know. And then it's all there. And it looks like the eye, yeah, the eye is within the stamp. It's not, or the die, it's not its own little dot that you're gonna misplace, you know? So I like that. Oh, I didn't know this was in here. Flower forming foam. Only because, I don't, Sarah did, well, she went through it really quickly because she's basically saying they're not gonna air this, like, usually it sells out, but she already has an idea that they're not gonna air it, so that's kind of why she showed it. I don't remember her using this with the foam though, and that's why she went over it really quickly. So maybe there'll be some videos soon with the foam. If not, I'll make some. I think they'll be really small though, won't they? Huh. That's pretty cool. So, really pretty. It just has a white and like a light green and like a kind of peachy pink color. And then I didn't realize this stuff right here is kind of special, I guess. This is the paper pad it comes with. It has 48 pieces, it says. 180 GSM. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. I was like, is the whole thing vellum? No, just the ones in the back. Because I was like, if the whole thing's vellum, that's going to be a little different. If this is pretty, I'm going to buy another pack of this. Because if she brings it to the site. Okay. So what she showed on her little preview is this stuff. It's vellum. Can you see that? But it's nice and thick. It has really pretty, I don't know if you can see the lilies. And then like kind of a little Monet looking back here. How pretty is that? Look at this one. And it looks like a little different unless they repeat it after like maybe the 6th page. I don't know. Oh, the water lilies. Oh my goodness. This is really pretty stuff. It looks like they're all different, right? Yeah. 12 different designs. Really pretty. Oh my gosh, look at this one. And then the paper. I didn't even pay attention to the paper when she went over. So this looks like the vellum, but it's cardstock and has a really pretty back. But look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'll definitely pick more of this up. So it looks like they repeat the vellum, but in cardstock. Oh, I love this. Oh my goodness. And you guys know, I will pick up more of these if they bring them to their site, because look at how pretty that is. My goodness. Lovely. It's the Lily collection. I hope they bring that to their site. That'd be really great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is cut these guys. I will... Let me see if I have... Oh, maybe I'll use that card. Let me see if it says anything like you should use a certain size card full of blah, 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 blah. You know what? We'll make the flower and then we'll see if we shove it in. I was thinking maybe I'll put it in the card, which reminds me of something. As I was cleaning up, I kept finding all these random cards because I make a card and I do a tutorial and I put them to the side. So the other day when I did this one, this girl made me laugh. I was like, what the heck was I thinking? I don't know why when I show these to you guys, and Ari has a ton of views and I feel embarrassed almost. It says Valentine stickers, and I said Valentine stickers, and when I go and open them, I'm like, okay, so I go to put them on. And when it's in your hand, it feels like that's it. It feels like cardstock, right? So I was like, oh, I thought they were supposed to be stickers, but I guess. Like, I didn't even try to peel it because I'm a crazy person. So anyway, if you go like this, it does have a sticky back, okay? It does peel off and it is a sticker. I didn't mention, like, oh, she always just uses them like stickers. But in a way, it was okay that I didn't use that. I used glue and stuck them down, because if this was all sticky on the back, this thing would be all stuck down everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just where I wanted it, because it would have stickiness. And that would be stuck all around here. So at least I used glue. I put a little glue on the back, and it's not sticking the layers down, right? It's just where it is. So in a way, I guess I saved myself, but they are stickers, and I just want to make that clear. So what I'm thinking right now is I'll make a flower that goes in the middle of this. So when they open it, there's also a flower in there. Why not? Let's make this card super extra. So let me get some, it looks like they use the same color throughout, you know what I'm saying? The same, I guess you could vary it if you wanted different color layers, or like an ombre maybe, like start off with a darker color, lighter, or you know, dark in the middle, going lighter as you, it doesn't matter. What are those called? Knockout roses? The ones, no, the ones that are like yellow and pink. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but I love those are so pretty. But anyway, I probably will do all one color just so that it works, but I'm not sure what color. Maybe a creamy color? It doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm gonna... Yeah, so let me go grab some paper and we will get these cut and see what it does. Okay, so I brought one piece of paper and I thought, I don't know if I can get this cut all in one piece of paper, but if you put it on here, you know what I'm saying? One piece 8.5 by 11 fits the whole thing. So they should theoretically cut all on one piece of paper. I just don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. So let me see how much I can do here to here, because obviously our cutting surfaces are only so big, but let's say there. Maybe I should cut that. I'm gonna use the Gemini Junior because like I showed you, it's always right here on my desk. I am really curious to see, well, I'm not curious to see it, the new auto ship for the compendium. And the reason I say I'm not curious is because I know what's in it. And I just watched the video for it because I was like, when is that thing coming out? And I looked and I'm like, and I remember it being dyes, but it's just dyes. So we're not getting any more paper or anything like that in this one. If you're on the auto ship for the compendium, it's all dyes. So in a way it's kind of a bummer because I'm like, I don't know. I kind of would like to have something new to play with, even though I've never really done anything more with that Ultimate Card Making Compendium other than when it came in, right? I do love Anna Griffin's new things like this, that they're on a backing, because that is awesome. It just feels so much better because, like I said, this weekend I was cleaning up or picking up, putting things away. The ones that weren't on that, I'm like, oh, they feel so cheesy. Okay, cutting plate. Die face down. And I guess if you wanted to, you could rubber emboss these too. And I'm trying to make this so that it works, so maybe that's not the best way. Let me see. Obviously I want them on here, but I don't want them to overlap or touch each other because that would be bad. Oh, duh. I can turn this one a little more this way. Alright, and I will use some tape. Again, it's right in front of me. I'm like, oh, I don't know where everything is now that I've organized. Okay. I'm not going to rubber emboss them. I think, well, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I'll say, I think maybe you can, after you're done with this, run it through. I'm not going to use the metal shim because I feel like it probably doesn't need it. So it's just magnetic mat, plastic mat, and the other cutting plate, okay? And now if you're using the Empress, of course, it's just your plates, probably your magnetic mat, and then the other plate. Cutting plate, magnetic mat, other cutting plate. If it doesn't cut very well, you can add in the metal shim, but I don't think you're going to need it. It's pretty basic. What the heck? Okay, baby. I was just kind of... There we go. It didn't take it in. I was just pushing it and it just started rolling. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, yeah, those cut really well. And I'm just gonna... I mean, they cut out just fine. I'm just gonna pull this off of here. I don't really care. I'm just gonna leave that on there until I'm ready to use them. And is this paper wide enough? Oh, perfect. Okay, so hopefully we can get them all done in just 2 passes. If you had the Gemini, which, yes, today's special is going to be a large Gemini. And people ask me if I'm gonna buy it. I'm like, I hardly ever use the one I bought years ago, because the Junior just basically fits everything I need, to be honest. And then usually if I do need a bigger machine after the Junior is kind of running out of space, I use my Empress. I don't know. Maybe now that it's out and easier for me to use the Gemini over here. I used to have it where this paper is, where I showed you my markers are, and just a bunch of stuff on top of it, like it never was going to be used, you know? So now hopefully I'll use it more often. I've never even used the large cutting plates, and I have 2 sets of them. Because I was like, oh, I need another set. So I think I picked them up once during like birthday week or something on Crafter's Companion. And I've never even cut into the first set because I always use the Gemini Junior plates. So again, small plates, I just run them through the Junior. But okay, same sandwich. Did you guys watch any of the previews, like the Anna Griffin ones? I did. Someone asked me if I ordered Finishing School, and I was like, and she had mentioned that the picture that they had for the Finishing School was the wrong picture. It was the picture of something else in a different kit. So I was like, oh, that'd be good, because I used my 20% off coupon. Something else, I don't remember right now, because recently there was a 20% off coupon. And so I opened an HSN account for my husband, because he doesn't order on HSN, he doesn't care. I was like, oh yeah, this is good. And I got $20 off my first order. So I got Finishing School for $29. I think they want $49. And then there's an auto ship with it. So just something to think about, ladies. It's not a credit card or anything. You just open an account. Like if anybody, you order from Amazon, you order from wherever, you order from HSN, just, you know, sign in or whatever. All right. The things I'll do for a bargain. All right, let's see here. Actually, that's pretty much as far as it'll go. Let's see here. I think a long time ago I had my mom open an account, so she probably has one right now. I don't know. Maybe she doesn't even know, huh, Mom? No, I'm just kidding. I feel like a long time ago I did. I feel like I put her name down and sent something to myself there. All right, let's see here. Oopsie. All right. I'm just trying to put these things back on their carrier. And every time you hear a flop like that, it's because I drop it to the floor. All right. I don't know anything about this, so let's learn together. Assemble the flower. Panel 1, face up. All right. Oh, I love when it's like face up, face down, like seriously. Panel 1, face up, looks like it's the back side. Weird. How many do I need of these? Fold all the score lines in the flower die. Okay, panel 1. Panel 1. Let's put this to the side because we don't need that one yet. And then there's all these different ones, right? So this is panel 1, the larger one. Panel 2 is a little bit smaller. You can see that. 3 and 4, okay? This is the base. So I'm going to read this over real quick just to make sure that I'm talking about up and down, because when this is face up or face down, look at the little ridges. To me, the ridges is bad. That's the underside, right? So kind of weird. Panel 1 face up, panel 1 face down. Weird. Okay, so yeah, face up is the pink. The white is what's on the back. So let me just read through this real quick so I don't confuse everybody, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I think I got it. So it says first thing, and you know what I should have done? I was going to do this for you guys, so it'll make it a little bit clearer, especially since my paper is the same on both sides. The reason her up has like grooves is because she did the embossing. So I don't know if you can see, there's like a little line here. So when you do that, the embossing is going to leave a little groove all around, okay? So I'm going to write on here back, just so we know there's a B. I'll close up a little bit as I start working. I know some people say I'm too close when I work. Other people say close up more. So it's like, I don't know. But she says to fold all of the lines, all of the embossing lines forward and backward. I guess because you don't really know where they're going to end up when you're done here. Is there even one there? That's very light. If there's one there, I can't tell. So forward and backwards, all of the lines is what it says. Okay, I think there's one here. There's probably, it just isn't possible to see. So on all these guys, there's a groove here. This is very hard to see, so I would recommend probably embossing them, or like she does, and I was just discussing with somebody here, when she cuts right into her magnetic mat, and she says that it cuts and emboss in one fell swoop, which it does not, because normally all it does is mess up your mat, and it actually does not end up cutting very well. But I'm going to fold these front and back like she says, everything. So I'm going to do that with all the pieces, okay? Folding them front and back, forward and back, just getting them trained, and I'll be right back. Okay, so basically I do this for every single layer. Obviously, they're just smaller, but they're exactly the same, okay guys? So what I'm showing you right now as far as the tabs, we're going to do them all the same way, basically. I do have this face up right now, so I can see. So at this little tab here, we're going to put some adhesive on it, and then we're going to stick it to this other side. I'm just going to use a tape runner, but if you want to use wet glue, obviously you just have to hold it for a little while until it sets up, right? And wet glue, again, is always better, in my opinion, to hold something together for longer, but we're just going to do that and bring this guy over. She said you can turn it over just to see if you want to flip it over so you can see where that goes. But that's good to me, and I always like to give a little burnish. So that's the back. We can flip it back over. It looks like this. I'm just going to push it down because it's supposed to make like a cup, right? I'm going to do it one more time because you're basically going to do them all the same way. And I guess I could fold this forward and back like we did the rest of them, right? So on this one, same thing. This is the front, okay? This is the back. So we're just going to put a little glue on that little tab. And you can turn it over again like she says. But you know what? For me, it's easier to see from the front. So just going to put that there. And we're going to do them all the same way. So again, it makes like a little cup. And then we have these little tabbies. Okay, so I'll do the same thing for these last two, the little one and this kind of mid-size one. Again, just tab, stick it down, and I'll be right back. Now, let's put these little guys to the side. What we're going to do is bring over our base. And you can put this, I don't think it matters if you want to, well, let me fold the base in half real quick. There's a score line right down the middle. Again, I have it faced up. This is the back side just because I can tell it looks rougher. So you're going to push these guys in. If you want to do it this way, you know, it's kind of layered up. If you want to turn it the other way, however you like for it to look. I mean, it's not super different to me, so I don't care about that. But we're gonna turn it over, and this part that's interesting here. Hold on, da, da, da. Plus those in there, apply adhesive, and fold back. Yeah. So let me turn it back to the front again. So you know you have these tabs, right? So when we glue the tabs down, we want to glue them out, so that when I put the next layer, there's still holes here. Okay? Do you see how these are going away? If you tape them towards the middle, you're going to cover up those holes and you're not going to be able to get the rest of your layers in. Okay? So just make sure they're going this way. This is a little bit tight and a little bit weird feeling, so I think a wet glue would feel better for this, to be honest, but I'm going to try and do that. And I guess I should put it on the tab, really. No, it's hard to do. Ooh. Okay. I'm just going to put it here and then get the tab on there. That is an odd feeling. If anything, I would put the tape on there first and then slide it through. You know what I'm saying? Put the tape on the little tabs and then push it through, because that was not easy, and it's going to get harder and harder as we keep making more pieces. So supposedly now, actually that's why she says to fold it. I guess that's why you can just fold it and put the glue. Okay, so just completely fold it, put your glue, and then push it down. Because that way, that was odd. So we're going to take the next layer. And again, you can place it this way or this way. It always has to be a certain way, because obviously the way the tabs are going in. But you can go up or down with that. So let's put this here. This is really pretty already. And we're going to fold it. And she says just to keep gluing, obviously, in the direction of the tab that was already there, because you need to keep that spot. And this one, I'm trying to keep the rest of the glue, the excess, trying to pull it away, because... Ugh. I guess I can get on there. If that sticks to your card, it's going to stick down that layer instead of letting it flow freely or move freely. Look at that. That's pretty, huh? Okay, we still have 2 more layers. So next layer, I probably should erase those B's because they're just kind of stuck there. This time I'm going to put it this other way, just because that first one I can see the crease for it is up top. The crease for this one, I'm put it down towards the bottom. Oh my gosh. So you definitely have to keep like folding these as you work with it, because it gets tighter and tighter. This would be cute, because I don't know. Do you think you can add something like this to an album? Oopsie. Getting a little messy here. It's getting a little messy. Okay. And the last one, I want you to see as we're opening it. That one is super tight. That feels to me like, I don't know, man. Let me try to, that feels really, really tight. Because if you're putting this on a card, I guess, no. I don't know. Okay. Last one, and this one's so tiny, I don't even know how to, I was like, maybe I should put this on here first. Let me see what she's doing with the last layer, because that is really small. Be careful to only adhere the top portion of the tab. Flip the flower over and repeat on the other side. Fold over and stick down. Yep. Panel 4, face up. Open the flower on panel 4. Fold the tabs back and apply adhesive to the bottom of the tabs. Adhere tabs on either side to right and left of the score lines. So basically she's not saying to push it in there like the rest of them, right? Because this won't fit. Right, this little guy won't fit in there, but she says to put them to the left and right. So basically, try to get this in there. Wet glue on this one would probably be easier, and I don't even know if I put the glue on the right side. I did not. Darn it. Hold on. Let's take that away, guys. Okay. So when you go to glue these down, these tabs have to go out, right? So the glue needs to be on the back side. That's good. Stuck on there. And it says to glue them left to right, so basically in here. And fold it. So I think that's gonna be okay. It just feels super tight. That's why I'm like, how is this gonna be in the middle of a card? I guess I have to give it some stretch. I hear it kind of tearing, so if this has to move, I guess it's gonna have to do what it needs to do, right, to be able to open up. Okay. Now, open the flower, fold again in half along the score line. Again, align the center score line of the flower to the center score line on the inside of the card base. Open the flower and adhere to the other side. Make sure the score lines match up along the center. So where's my card? Here it is. It's pretty easy, guys. Hopefully I haven't lost you because it's not that hard, but I think next time I'll probably I'll check the openness of it a little more. You know, because this is very, very hard to open up completely. Here we go, here we go. I'm really, really forcing it, and then I need to re-stick this down. I'll probably do it with wet glue. Like I said, that one was kind of interesting. Okay, so she says to put glue on the one side. Huh. I want to see something real quick. Score line. Open the flower, fold in half again. Score line. Oh, apply adhesive. Fold the flower in half along the score line. Apply adhesive to one side of the back. Flip over and repeat for the other side. And she says to put it all over. Do you see this? I was kind of wondering, like, how does she want the adhesive to go? So I am going to put it all over. Again, a wet adhesive would be better. And try to avoid the second layer. See how this is the second layer? And I don't know, but I'm going to put the other side. Once I adhere this, I'm going to close this up. She says, do one side, then do the other, so. And I'm going to put the adhesive right down the bottom here. And I'm going to close it to do this, because I don't know how else to do that. She says, close the card and use a bone folder to help flatten the assembled card. It's pretty flat, but at the same time, I don't want to bone fold the top of my card, so. I guess if you're going to put this on here, maybe put it on first and then do the outside. Let's see what happens here, guys. Cute. I mean, it's pretty. Let me back up a little bit. And for the first time out, I mean, it was almost fail-proof. I just, like, I had a little extra glue there. So let's pull that away. Cute. So I'm going to adhere this with some wet glue so that it can stay over here. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty good, guys, I think. It's cute. I mean, again, with all these cards, where's your sentiment? I guess you can put a little sticker. She's showing to use like one of her little seals, and then you can write something that says just a little note. Because it has to be just a little note, really, if you're going to put it in there. That's very apt. Just a little note, because that's all it fits. But it's really cute. I think it's nice. But thanks for watching, guys. You know, keep an eye out. Like I said, this one's already available. It's the Perfect Floral Pop-Up Dies set, and I don't even know if I mentioned that at the very beginning. I'm sorry. I'll try to remember to put that in there. I mentioned the flower, but that's what it's called. Perfect Floral Pop-Up Dies. And it's cute. I like the ideas she has here. Again, it's just to make a pretty card. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you at the next one. Bye now.